Good morning, friends. Important video. In this video, we are discussing the importance of time limit to file appeal in GST law. We will also discuss the statutory pre-deposit provision can be made through e-credit ledger or not, or compulsorily we have to pay pre-deposit through e-cash ledger. Third, we are going to discuss, which is again important for all of us, if we make pre-deposit payment with a balance amount which is being disputed can be stayed automatically, or we have to file any separate stay application. Fourth, and again important one. First, appellate authority, let's say, has passed the order, but GST appellate tribunal is yet to be formed. So what happened? First, appellate authority order is against me, against the taxpayer, and GST appellate tribunal is not formed as yet. Whether recovery proceedings can be initiated against the taxpayer as per order in appeal passed by first appellate authority against the taxpayer. So we are going to discuss these component in this particular video. For the time limit adherence, let me draw your reference of recent Kerala High Court judgment in the case of Penuel Nexus Private Limited, and citation is there in the description box. As per this judgment, it is being held that GST law is a special statute, and inherent time conditions are being prescribed within the GST law as per section 107 to file appeal before the first appellate authority, and which is 3 months from the date of communication of order in original, adjudication order, plus 1 month extended on reasonable ground. This time limit for department is 6 months plus 1 month extended. Issue watch if you as a taxpayer got adverse order before from adjudication authority. Now you need to file appeal before first appellate authority, and time period 3 plus 1 month. You have not filed appeal within this statutory time limit, whether High Court can grant any relief to you, any benefit to you, that you could not file appeal within the time limit, and by applying the provision of Limitation Act, will you be allowed? That was the writ before Hon'ble Kerala High Court, and Hon'ble Kerala High Court has said, no way. GST law is a special statute having inherent conditions, time limit to file appeal. Hence, you can't apply provision of Limitation Act. So, if you have failed to file appeal within the time period prescribed 3 plus 1 month, then your right to file appeal has gone. Of course, writ petition can be filed before Hon'ble High Court if you can substantiate violation of principle of natural justice. That is the separate point. Unless there is violation of principle of natural justice, then this time limit is sacrosanct and we need to adhere. First point. What is the next point is pre-deposit for filing appeal. It is being stated under the GST law, if you read it properly, under section 107 for filing appeal before first appellate authority, under section 112 of CGST Act for filing appeal before GST Appellate Tribunal. It is being stated that for filing first appeal before the first appellate authority, you must pay 100% of your admitted liability. Whatever you have admitted, you pay 100% tax, interest, penalty, any fees or fine, 100% if you have admitted the liability. If it is not admitted, which is disputed liability, then you must make payment of pre-deposit, 10% of disputed tax liability, 10%. In case of penalty order is being passed under section 129 subsection 3 of CGST Act, penalty order for detention of any goods or conveyance in transit, where 200% penalty order is normally being passed. For filing appeal against such penalty order, pre-deposit amount is 25%. 25% pre-deposit amount for filing appeal. When we are filing appeal before appellate tribunal, which is yet to be formed, GST Appellate Tribunal, then time limit as prescribed, 3 months from the date of communication of first appellate authority order and 6 months given to the department. What is the amount of pre-deposit? You must pay 100% of your admitted liability, tax, interest, penalty, any fees, fine, etc. 100%. Then in addition to 10% whatever you have paid at the time of filing appeal before first appellate authority, 10% of disputed tax. Now for filing appeal before GST Appellate Tribunal, 20% you have to pay of disputed tax liability. Now this 10% which was before first appellate authority was subject to maximum of 50 crore rupees, both CGST and SGST. And the second appeal before GST Appellate Tribunal, pre-deposit 20% subject to maximum of 100 crore, CGST and SGST. So this is the provision. Now having said that, next question which is very much important. What happens if order in appeal is passed by first appellate authority, it's against the taxpayer, and GST Appellate Tribunal is not yet formed? So how come he is going to file the appeal before GST Appellate Tribunal? So to give you the clarity, and that is what this clarity required, because you may be having lot many order in your hand, order in appeal, but GST Appellate Tribunal is not there. Then special 9th removal of difficulties order is being passed on 3rd of December 2019, whereby time limit going to be 3 months for the taxpayer and 6 months for the department from the date of communication of order in appeal or date on which president and state president enter to the office. So 90 days from the date president for the national bench and state president enter the office, whichever is later. So when this GST appellate tribunal going to be formed and president and state president enter into such office and that date is notified, then 90 days going to be calculated from that particular date which is yet to be notified for entering to the office of GST appellate tribunal by the president and state president. So time is open to all of us together. But the crux is whether department can initiate recovery proceedings, because GST appellate tribunal is not yet formed and order in appeal is against the taxpayer. They can't initiate any recovery proceedings because GST appellate tribunal is yet to be formed. And further, one more information that once you make the pre-deposit payment, 10% subject to maximum of 50 crore, 20% subject to maximum of 100 crore. This 10% and 20% is of disputed tax only. Then balance amount is being stayed automatically. That is what it is being provided. When you look at Section 107 for First Appellate Authority, Section 112 for GST Appellate Tribunal. So having said that, now next and last question which we need to respond, whether for making a payment of pre-deposit, do I require to pay through e-cash ledger or e-credit ledger? You may be having enough money in your e-credit ledger, but is it compulsory that we have to make payment, pre-deposit payment through e-cash ledger? Odisha High Court in the case of Jyoti Construction initially created a contrary judgment, and as per that judgment it was stated that for pre-deposit payment we have to make through e-cash ledger. Fortunate, a circular got issued, circular number 172, 6th July 2022. Fortunate, and as per this circular it is being stated that for making pre-deposit payment we can use our e-credit ledger. So no need of making payment through e-cash ledger. Hope this part is clear to all of you, and this is what this circular is stating about. And subsequently Bombay High Court has also held that pre-deposit payment can be made through e-credit ledger. Pre-deposit is nothing but a deposit. It's not the payment towards outward tax liability. That need not be. It need not require through e-cash. So pre-deposit can be made through e-credit ledger, and these are the crux and certain judgment pertaining to GST Appellate Tribunal. Yes, 50th GST Council meeting is going to be held on 11th of July 2023. And I'm sure that rules are going to be formed for the formation of GST Appellate Tribunal, and we can see some timeline for the formation of GST Appellate Tribunal. So I tried to give you the glimpses of multiple provision pertaining to appellate mechanism. Stay tuned, lot more. Thanks for watching. Thank you very much.